Hello, and welcome to the Midweek Metal Podcast, The Crew. I'm Ricky. I'm here today with my friend and co host James. How are you today, mate?
Very well. How are you?
Fantastic. I'm also here. I'm also here with our friend and media man of the podcast, Aaron. How are you, mate?
Yeah, all good, thanks, man. You?
Yeah, good. Um, yeah, just a couple of topics today that are in the mainstream in a minute. I'd say. Obviously, we're got to talk some about like download, and we'll talk about some albums coming out. But first of all, I think everyone's on it, so why don't we talk about it? It's about this discussion about um, venue fees and merch at venue fees and merch at venue fees of
Much
merch at
praise
venues. And yeah, just everything that comes in. Before we get into it and say anything about it, I've got to say I've never sold any merch at any venue, or I have fucking no idea what goes on. It's all just opinions, and obviously listen to other stuff, and yeah, just people talk about it, and uh, uh, I think some of the articles and what is written is a bit off because sometimes the bands say that this is what they take and they add the tax to it. And I don't think
Yeah.
it's really genuine adding tax to what the venue's taking. I don't know what you think about it.
Yeah, they have tied in the two, which is a bit misleading. So I think it was Monuments. They said they got taxed. Sorry, the merch fee was 47% or something stupid, but that was
Fucking
including
hell.
but that was including local tax, which is a separate thing. Um, uh, it's interesting actually because I watched a video from Tank the Tech and he was breaking everything down, and they actually posted like the spreadsheet of everything that so they made a gross of 850, and obviously credit card fees and everything gets taken off, which then becomes your net, and then everything should be deducted from that. But it worked out that they got taken, I think it was like 38 euros more than they should have done, which doesn't seem a lot, but that could go towards like fuel or food or whatever. So if that's happening multiple times throughout different venues, it's going to add up. But yeah, the separation from merch fees to local tax fees, it does have to be separated. But I think it's just sort of getting more people pissed off because it seems like nearly 50%. It seems like I think everyone's just getting a bit pissed about it, but it's not totally honest because you do have to break up the two. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what you.
Yeah, I know that Igor recently said that theirs was 25%, I think. And that was at a forum in London, and they just refused to sell their merch then.
yeah,
But then I'm assuming that's not with VAT included because that's 20% anyway.
mm,
Yeah,
So I'm guessing that's added on separately.
yeah, I think.
yeah,
But like,
Yeah, go on, mate. Sorry.
I think we've all seen how the merch has gone up over the last sort of probably 3, 4 years. Like you used to probably be looking at paying like 20 quid for a t-shirt already, wouldn't you? And now some of them, I think my Glassjaw t-shirt that I bought on their last tour was like nearly 40 quid.
yeah,
Yeah, I think it. I think a lot of it depends on the venue and the band as well. Because some bands you can go to bands and see 20 quid. I mean, smaller bands. I think that um, the smaller bands and up and coming, not so much like the big arena bands, because I think they have people there. The venue provides people to sell their merch, so you got to
yeah,
Yeah.
if that happens, you have got to take a small fee or something off it. I don't think it should be astronomical. It shouldn't be. I don't even think they should take 25%. I don't know. If what you have four people at the venue, you've got to pay their wages for the night or whatever, and I think that's probably the way it should stay. And that's about it. The rest should go
yeah,
to the band.
Yeah.
But I think the smaller venues and the people in the band selling the merch themselves, or they've got someone with them, the venue shouldn't take nothing.
No, if the band's the ones that are actually bringing someone along or a friend or something selling the merch and you're doing everything and they just giving you a corner to do it in,
Yeah,
see why they should say, oh, you owe us 22%.
yeah.
At the end of the day,
Like, does the band
they
get?
brought in the crowd, haven't they? So the venue's still making money.
Yeah,
You know, I think it's a bit cheeky but yeah, arenas definitely, because like you say, they've got staff that are doing it. You can't sell to 20 odd thousand people, wherever it is, with one person. So yeah, you're going to need that, and that I think, yeah, of course, the venue deserves a cut on that. But yeah, everything's going up though, isn't it? So, but yeah, I think it does depend on the context. If the band are selling it, they shouldn't get it. If someone's doing 95% of the work for you and selling it, then yeah, they should get a cut. But it's in the contract though, anyway, isn't it? Before you even go on tour,
Yeah.
this is all in the contract. It's all signed, so it's not a surprise to the bands. They know that a cut's gonna have to come out. So there's nothing new.
Yeah. I think, I had the contract thing as well. They do sign a contract before they go on these tours, or I don't know if they sign a contract or signed on their behalf, or a manager or a promoter. I don't know.
Yeah,
not promoter,
agent.
whoever.
is the tour manager, I guess, would be sorting that out.
Yeah,
Yeah, and yeah, they should be looking to get the best deals for the bands anyway. But
yeah,
but for someone in like the smaller venues to really not do nothing for the whole show and every night, and then you've got to pay them a 20% fee when you've already paid taxes and you've already paid whatever, and obviously,
yeah,
and this geezer's just not done sod all nothing for the whole night, just like give you somewhere
it's
to fucking sell your merch. It's a bit bollocks, I think.
yeah.
Excuse my French.
I think that same sort of thing happened to Architects, and apparently the girl that was selling the merch for them, they had to wait like 4 hours just for her to give them a light. Because it was like a dark corner, so they just needed a light to be able to do it, and it got like 4 hours waiting, and they still asked for a cut. You think, oh, come on.
That's when you just got to put your foot down, haven't you?
Yeah, that's it. But then they've got to come around with the contract, because not every venue is going to have it in the contract that they have a cut, but they might actually still can't.
Yeah.
You owe us, but if it's not in the contract, then it's well within your rights to say no, we don't owe you.
Yeah,
If it
I
is in the
suppose.
contract, you can't really say anything.
Yeah, I suppose it's a lot of it's on the bands to do. If they're going out themselves like Parkway or someone else who's always promoted themselves, managed themselves, it's sort of on them to get the best contracts and know what you sign. If you know, you know what you're putting your pen to.
Yeah, that's it.
It's generally the smaller bands that it's obviously going to hurt more, and then they're obviously the ones that are making more noise about it. Because I don't know, Metallica gives a shit about paying 25% of their merch cut at Wembley Stadium or whatever.
But then, what's the best way to say you go to a venue and you know they take? What's the best way? Is it to buy direct off their website? Is that the best way to support your bands? Not even buy merch at gigs or whatever, because you sort of get the same things on the websites, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but sometimes you don't get the tour shirts with the dates on the back. They generally only get them at their venue.
Okay, fair
That's the only thing. Unless bands good to just start selling them on their own websites and then cutting out that percentage. I guess the only difference is obviously if it's the European tour and you're an American band, you've got to worry about the shipping costs.
And you just get loads of.
But then that gets passed on to the customer, and then it's just a bit of a headache.
Just get loads of people that have never seen a band who've got 100 tour t-shirts with all of them. It's just like, I've been everywhere, man. It's like, steps outside your door.
Yeah.
But no,
yeah, I love that Brazil tour.
Yeah. But I don't. It's got to be some compromise, because I think it was Architects as well who said. I think it was the drummer of Architects who said that the bands don't get a cut of the bar, so why should the venue get a cut of the merch sales? So,
yeah.
So yeah.
Don't think it's
Yeah,
an easy fix, to be honest. It's not a new thing.
no,
But,
I wonder if some bands do get a cut of the bar, you know.
yeah, just like I
I
don't,
feel
maybe
I wouldn't be surprised if Guns N' Roses or someone got a percentage of sale.
yeah, yeah, you got to, yeah, it's got to be the bigger bands that's got who could get the top laws and write good contracts.
Yeah,
But yeah, as I say, I think bands just got to get a bit smarter and not sign things, not sign contracts, tour contracts, without going through them and I don't know agreeing to whatever. Because, but I suppose the only bad thing is if bands doing a tour and it's like I don't know fucking Live Nation tour or something like that and they refuse to do it, it's the whole thing. They can just um, refuse to let them use their venues wherever, don't they? So then you can't go
yeah,
nowhere.
get blacklisted. That's it.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. You don't. I suppose as a band, that's got to be in the back of your head all the time, man.
Yeah,
That's the last.
and then it's like you don't want them to sign the contract even that, like because it's in there, but then not signing the contract and you don't get any gigs to play. It's like, what's the point of even being in a band then?
Yeah, man. Yeah, fucking. I don't know. 50% of the sales is better than nothing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Better than just not being able to play. So yeah, it's a tough one, but yeah, I do think venues and greedy people at venues, whatever their name is, fucking people who sell the merch or don't sell the merch, just sit there and take a cut of the
yeah,
merch. I think that needs to be cut out, stopped, or really looked into. Yeah, as I said, bigger venues when if they've got someone to actually sell the merch, then they should be paid. But yeah,
yeah. It's
who knows?
context.
Yeah, and bands and as bands shouldn't be putting like local taxes and into what the venues take as merch, because as much as the bands say it's shit that they get that taken away from them, they shouldn't be. The venues don't take the tax, so they shouldn't be putting that
No,
in there, man.
yeah,
that's money that they wouldn't pocket anyway.
Yeah, they'd have to pay it somewhere, surely.
Exactly. Yeah,
yeah, and they'll be able to claim that back through their accounts anyway, won't they?
yeah.
Taking it up with the governments.
Yeah, go see Rishi for your fucking 15%.
That's it. See what you get told. Yeah, 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 cool. If anyone's listening, watching, and got any of their own thoughts, feedback, and whatever, you can always get in touch on our social medias and comment and do whatever you want. Yes. So we get on to the next item of importance. Should we talk about download?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. We've not done nothing since the second announcement, so just thought we'd go through that quickly because we done one for the first announcement, didn't we?
yeah,
Second announcement, Alter Bridge, Five Finger Death Punch, Howlstorm, Clutch, Ice 9 Kills, Carcass, which is pretty cool.
that would be wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's actually quite a lot of good stuff that got added in this last announcement, I thought.
Go on, yeah, go on. I was just Hatebreed.
Yeah.
Hatebreed got added, obviously. So
Yeah,
that's very cool.
Behemoth on there. I think Terror might have already been on there, but there's a band called Green Lung looking really good.
Okay.
They got added onto it.
The Who. HU, not the Who. Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
not the
But yeah, the Amity Affliction. Yes, it was quite a good little announcement.
yeah, it's definitely shaping up quite well, I think.
Yeah, I think
Camping's all sold out now as well. So for as long as I've been going to download, I've never known it to sell out.
no. No, it's pretty impressive for it to sell out, isn't it? Yeah, I don't ever remember it selling out. I can't even remember festivals selling out. Like, does other
I think,
festivals sell out? Does Reading sell out or um?
yeah, Reading and Glastonbury.
Okay, I don't know.
I think 2006 might have sold out, but that's got to be because they changed the size of the thing after that to try and get more people in. But I think this would be pretty impressive to sell it out with the new layout. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's got to be over 100,000 now.
yeah, lots of people's. Yeah, yeah, looking forward to it. It'll be good weekend, beginning of June. But yeah, is there any more announcements?
Yeah,
Uh,
there's definitely gonna be.
it imminent announcements or just probably because it's March
Well,
next month maybe.
March now. Yeah, I reckon that'll probably be the final one.
Yeah, maybe next month. But yeah, all in all, good announcement. And looking forward to it. If you go and download and whatever, give us a shout and we shall have a beer or several.
Good luck on a beer.
Yeah,
Just one.
just the one for me, please.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll just go through some of the albums that are coming out in the next coming months. So we got March and April. Well, this month, April, as of today, what is today? Well, next Friday will be the 17th. So every day.
17.
Yeah, and yeah, 2 albums out that day, which is pretty cool. We've got Night Demon out, Outsider, which I think should be a good album.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that single's wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, really shaping up to be good. Yeah, that's out on, yeah, as I said, next Friday the 17th. Same day as Chelsea Grin, Suffer in Heaven.
Yes.
So a bit opposite bands on the metal spectrum.
All right.
They'll be touring together next year.
But both awesome nevertheless. Yeah, yeah, it seems like because Chelsea Grin's was it last year they had the album they had I can't remember what it's called now off the top of my head.
Suffering Hell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course it was Suffering in Hell. New one's called Suffering in Heaven. Lovely. But yeah,
Great album.
very
Have
good.
they done that was it going to be a potential double album and then because they're really so close together?
Maybe, yeah, possibly. I have no idea. It must. It's got to be something along the lines. Like Much has just wrote shitloads of songs over the last couple of years.
Yeah, and they were too good not to just put them out, I guess.
Yeah, man. Which is cool. Bring it out on 2 albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. One year after another. But yeah, yeah, 17th 2 albums. Chelsea Grin, and Night Demon, and then the week later, the 24th, is August Burns Red, man. Death Below, and yes, can't wait for that album, man.
Yeah.
Waiting ages, man. I love the singles that come out, and yes, August Burns Red for the new album. Excited.
Yeah, from what I've heard of it, it's absolutely awesome. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it sounds great musically. Just yeah, it just go from strength to strength. I think August Burns Red. It's not that I don't know, not that Constellations metal band. Even though it's good and it's all. I love fucking Constellations. Love that album, but it's I don't know. It's sort of they've grown and it sounds big now, and it's awesome.
Mm. And that last single was 7 minutes long.
Yeah, 7 minutes long. Bring it on.
It sounds as good as anything else they've ever done, I think.
Yeah, it does.
It sounds really good.
Yeah, proper metalcore, man. It's awesome. Great band. Yeah, Buried Tomorrow as well. It's got that's 31st, so a week later, which is pretty cool. Any else for March? You know, more in March? You got any?
I can't remember if this is March or not, but there's a band called Tribulation.
Okay.
They've got an EP coming out.
Oh,
They
cool.
recently released a single, a Blue Oyster Cult cover. Sounds pretty good, but they had a really, really good album out in I think it was
Yeah,
2021.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
April 7th.
yeah. It was. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's Swedish. Are they Swedish as well?
Yeah, they're kind of a bit like the musically like Ghost, but much, much heavier
Yeah, yeah.
with vocals.
Vocally.
Like,
Yeah, we've had them on the podcast before, haven't
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we?
That was.
Album.
but so
When we found them, we had the album. One of the songs from the album on it, but yeah, no, they sound really good. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know they had an EP out. And
yeah, it's coming out. Would you say April 7th?
Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
okay, yes, very good. Um,
yeah.
yeah, obviously, 14th of April is new Metallica album. If you if you listen to episode 96 that will be out of the podcast, you'll hear everything you need to know about that.
Yeah, you get out of this. 5 minutes worth. Of opinion.
5 minutes worth of James snagging off wall pedals and
I'll hold them back as well.
oh, it's quite humorous. It's quite funny. But yeah, but we'll see with the Metallica album. I think the singles that have come out alright. I think first one was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Second one, and then the newest one. Sorry, I forget their names.
Yeah, If Darkness Had a Sun was
That's
the
the one.
newest one.
Newest one. That's the one we've got on the
That's-
podcast this week.
Yeah.
It's grown on me. I didn't like it at first, but no, it's getting quite a lot of advertisement. I keep seeing it on YouTube, like adverts, and see it on TV a couple of times.
Okay.
So they're definitely pushing that one. I think that seems to be the lead single.
Yeah, I hope that's not as good as it gets on the album.
Yeah,
It'll
so
be. I think we said in the podcast as well. It's quite a long album for I'll say thrash metal, but Metallica thrash metal anymore as a whole, I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
Probably not. It's
no.
I don't know. It's just Metallica now. They've sort of got a gravitation of their own. So, it's Metallica, man.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, still looking forward to it. Going to listen to it. It's hopefully really good. Any others?
For when I was having a look, there doesn't seem to be an awful lot announced this early in the year. It seems to be like the front half of the year is a lot of re-releases and remasters.
Okay.
So Motorhead remaster coming out soon. Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Got a new a reissue as well from Sugar Obscene. 50th
Yeah.
anniversary, March 31st. Oh yeah,
Yeah, there
apart
was-
from that,
Yeah, not many. We'll have to wait and see what's announced in the years to do some more videos on the on the albums coming out. There's quite a few bands doing it. I heard that Testament are doing something, or bringing something out.
Yeah, I think Exodus have got something in the pipeline as well.
Oh, cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, other than that, all good. Yeah, so yeah, next album's out next week. Two on one Friday. Here we go.
Bang it.
Yeah, but that's all I've got to do.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, as I said, if you want to get in touch, anybody listening, just get in touch through comments or through our social medias. Metal Midweek. I say it every week. I've been saying it every week for 96 episodes. Don't worry, I'll get it right one day.
yeah.
At Metal Midweek on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, Midweek Metal Podcast. Yeah, go on there and yeah, Tell us what you think. Go listen to the podcast on Spotify. And yeah, until next time, man.
See you later.
Peace.